everyone. So it's November 3. We've made it to November. We're about 4 months away from our house being done. I think we're still on track to be finished end of February, beginning of March. They're still working on the siding. They started this last month. They actually ran out of siding and they had to order some more, which is right there. They have it done on both sides of the house and they just need some on the back and in the front. And I'm sorry if my phone is shaking. It's really cold out here and I'm shivering a little bit. Roger has agreed that we are going to go ahead and we're going to enclose this so that this beam isn't showing in the front, and it'll just be siding up there as well. And we finally chose the white for our exterior as well. All of our trim pieces are going to be high reflective white, and the siding is going to be pure white, and it's by Sherwin-Williams, I'm pretty sure. And that's also, ooh, those are also the colors that we're using inside our house. Our trim, baseboards, and everything are going to be the high reflective white, and then the walls are going to be pure white. Roger's kind of freaking out about that, all the white, but I think it's going to look really good. They started drywalling our house on Wednesday. So 3 guys started drywalling our house on Wednesday, and they pretty much finished our whole house in 3 days. We came out here Friday afternoon, and they had finished to like right here, and they hadn't done any of this. And we left at like 3:30. Sunset is on the front of our house, so that means by 6:30 it was sunset, and they would have had to have finished at 6 to still be able to see in this house, because I mean, back here is just all trees, so they wouldn't have had any sun. So that means in 3 hours they did all of this roof, which is like all the ceiling, which is pretty much amazing. These guys are super fast. It's looking really good, and I'm really, really excited with how fast they did this. I know the mudding and taping and all of that's gonna take some time, but it feels more like a house now. We weren't planning on finishing the bonus space until after our house was done, like maybe a year or 2 down the road, but they went ahead and did the AC in here, so Roger decided to just go ahead and finish it. So we went ahead and had them put insulation in here, and since it's so fast for them to put in drywall and it would take us a long time, super heavy anyway, so we're having them drywall this, and we're gonna go ahead and just completely finish off this bonus area. I have our paint chips in here, but I know our view right now at our current house is really pretty, but I just love this view so much more. I'm just like super obsessed with it. And I really, really cannot wait for us to clear out more of these trees when they do the septic or whatever it is that they have to do off that direction, because then we'll see more of the mountains, and I'm hoping we'll be able to see the horse pastures that are down there as well, because that would be really pretty. So anyway, these are our paint colors. So Roger thinks it all looks the same, but it's not. Here, let me get this in focus. High reflective white is our trim, and this pure white is going to be the walls. So that's what the plan is, but that also means like these built-ins, I'm planning on them being the high reflective white so that they'll stand out against the pure white that'll be all around it. And also we're wanting to do some wainscoting on this section right here. We haven't figured out our pattern. We're not sure if we're gonna do like wainscoting or like board and batten or what exactly we're gonna do. But we know we wanna do something over here, and I'm currently trying to convince Roger that we should go ahead and put that in as soon as they finish with the whole like mudding and sanding and all of that, so that when it comes time to paint, they can go ahead and paint it the high reflective white rather than the pure white, because I want that to look different. So you'd see the pure white up here, and then you'd see the high reflective white just where we have the wainscoting over here. So I'm still working on convincing Roger that we should do that soon. Also, we haven't decided on quartz or quartzite countertops. For those of you who might not be familiar with the difference, don't worry, neither were we until a couple of years ago when we renovated our current house. Quartzite is like a type of marble, but it has like bigger crystals in it, so it doesn't stain like marble stains. So we're kind of leaning towards the quartzite, but I also really like quartz. The only problem is the quartz I like is like $85 a square foot, and then the quartzite that we like is like $50 a square foot or $52 a square foot, something like that. So we're probably gonna end up with the quartzite. It's November 10. This week they're going to start mudding it and taping it and all of that good stuff so that they can start painting it. Hopefully they'll start painting end of November, beginning of December. But we found out that the flooring guy actually came earlier this week and measured our house so that he could start getting what he needs to put in our flooring. And so that's really exciting. It's a really, really clear day out today. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to live here. So yeah, it's looking pretty good in here. The drywall is a very similar color to the white that we're gonna be painting the house. So this gives you a little bit of an idea of what our house is going to look like color-wise. Roger's still not completely thrilled with all of the white, but it's going to be beautiful. For those of you who took my Instagram poll last month, I believe it was, I showed you these 3 pieces of tile that we were trying to decide on for the bathroom. These 2 are the marble and this one is the porcelain. We have officially decided to go with the porcelain because of ease of use and cleaning and staining and all of that good stuff. I'm not sure if we're gonna stick with this for the shower flooring, but we have decided to go with this for the walls and for the bathroom floors. So we're really excited about that. It's November 16 and we're out here at the house looking to see what they've done this week. They're still working on taping and mudding and sanding all of the walls, but it's looking pretty good. And the siding crew is outside right now finishing up, hopefully, on all of the siding outside. We're not sure if they're gonna get it finished today or if they're gonna have to come back next week. But luckily, even though it's been raining all this week and part of last week, next week is supposed to be really sunny. So we were so busy at the end of November getting everything moved over to the apartment and put in a pod that I didn't get a chance to get out here and take a video of what happened in November. So I thought I'd go ahead and do it today, even though it's December 2. Nothing has changed since Friday, so. Anyways, oh, and aren't the leaves pretty falling? Sorry, totally distracted. So in November, they put up the black metal roofing right there, as well as there, and they're also going to put it up there. I have no idea why they didn't, but the rest of it is sitting right there. They also delivered more siding so that they could finish up right there. This whole section, plus I think the chimney, I'm pretty sure the chimney. So anyways, they're going to finish that up in December, and the painter is going to come out in December, and he is going to finish painting under here, as well as under there, and he's also going to go ahead and paint our house. So we had a hard time choosing between pure white and alabaster. Finally decided on pure white for our exterior, and it just so happens that we also chose pure white for the rooms inside of our house as well. So the exterior will be painted pure white by Sherwin-Williams, and our interior will also be painted pure white by Sherwin-Williams. Roger's not 100% sure about all the white, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna paint the upstairs rooms white first, just so we can get an idea of how it looks, so that if for some reason he decides he doesn't like it, it's not too late and we can change the colors for the main floor. But in November, they finished up the drywall. They taped and plastered and sanded and all that good stuff. So it is all set for painting. And we found out this last week that our wood floors have arrived and they're going to be delivering them to our house this coming week, the first week of December. And then they're going to start installing them at the end of this week. So at the end of the first week of December. I decided to go with unfinished floors, and then he's going to install them, stain them, poly them, and then once everything else is done in our house, so once it's been painted, we have all of our doors, we have our cabinets, everything, like we're getting ready to move in, he's going to sand it and do one more coat of poly, so it'll have this really nice finished look. I know that might be a little confusing because usually you paint before you install the floors, but there's some of the things that are in back order, like our trim and our doors, I believe is what it is. So it was depending on whatever came in first, whether it was our doors or our floors. So since the floors came in first, we're gonna go ahead and get those installed, and the painter will just paint afterwards. But usually it's the other way around. They paint and then they do the floors. So anyways, that's what's happening. And this month in December, we are planning, Roger and I, to paint all of the upstairs bedrooms. So we have 3 bedrooms up here, as well as, the closets that go in each room, and then the bathrooms. So we're hoping to get that done before they start laying the floor, and they're supposed to start laying the floor first week of December, so later this week. So we have 3 rooms to paint, 2 bathrooms, and then later on we'll get to these rooms. So yeah, that's everything that happened in November, and now that it's December, hopefully we'll see a lot more happen, because this last month it didn't feel like there's a lot of big changes, even though they were big things like getting the drywall done. This month, hopefully we'll see the drywalls completely done and installed and the exterior house painted. And Roger, do you think they'll even start painting on the inside? He seems a little skeptical. So I'm hoping that at least in December we'll get the floors done, installed, and the first coat of stain and poly, and then we'll also get the exterior painted. Because fingers crossed, we'll get to move in at the end of February, beginning of March. Hopefully, we'll see.